Hey, what's going on, guys? Mark's back in the workshop on Mark's Aquatics. Now then, we're going for this big tank move. I've got some timber on the floor down there, and if you remember, I had all my racks, which are here now, with all my little bits and bobs in for doing stuff. All the fishing rods and everything are put up the side, and I've got that wall nice and clear now. Now what the plan is, what you see down there is some 6.5 by 2 inch timber there. Now what I'm going to do is make a frame up across here, and we're going to put the bench tank, which is over there, we're going to put it against that wall there at the same height, so I can still have everything in here, because I do miss the old, I will miss it in the house. I'm in the shed here so much, in the workshop playing around, that I'm going to miss it in here. So I thought what I'd do is I'd put it against that wall there. So we got that timber, so now we've got to make a frame for it. Like I said, it's only 6 inch wide, you can see it there, that's how wide the frame is. And obviously we got that pelmeter then round the top with Mark's Aquatics written on top there, and that's the filter system that we made all them months back when we built the tank. And I've got a series on how I built this tank if you're new to the channel and you want to see how I put it together and created it from scratch. It's called the bench tank and it's in my playlist, so nip back and have a look at that if you're feeling interested and you want to know how it's built. As is a lot more different things in the playlist as well, like the paludarium, the shrimp tanks. I've put them all in playlists for you guys to have a look at, okay? Right then, what we got to do is, like I said, that's only 6 inches wide, the tank. It's about 6.5 with the timber on the side there. But we're going to have to make this now and fix it against that wall nice and get a good structural fixing in there so we can put it on there. So really, it's only going to come out that far. It's going to come out no further than the trays that were there before. So I'll have all my bench space now all the way through. Well, I've got the laser cutter here with all my other stuff on, and then that lump there will be over there that way, and we'll have lots of more room to create lots more little tanks and little DIY projects, and I can get up to all sorts of mischief in here then, which is going to be fantastic. So right, okay guys, I think we'll get on with this little framework now we've got to put together. I've got the saw out there all ready to rock and roll. I've got the hoover all rigged up to it to keep dust down to a minimum, and it really does suck out most of the dust, this saw. It's brilliant. And I've got to put the top hose on as well when I can find a nut and bolt to fix it on. I think I've lost it. And then we've got these big timbers there, so I think I'm going to be able to do it on my own, but if I can't, I'll assist. I'll grab the wife for some assistance and we'll chop up the this timber ready to rock and roll. Okay guys, there you go, we've made up the basic frame now. Super strong. Drilled through the wall into the timber the other side. So that is absolutely solid now, that ain't going nowhere. And it's not a big tank, it looks a big tank, but because it's narrow, it's not going to be too much of a hassle now. So I've just got to take the, we've just got to literally take those out of there, lift those out, nice and carefully where that water goes in, see, trickles in there, goes through that media which is in the tube. Sorry about the flickering, the old strip light there makes them go a bit mad. There you go, that's a bit better. And then it just drips down through the holes in the top. So we're going to do that both sides and then drain most of the water out, leave all the fish in, drain it right down so they've still got some water to swim in, and it makes it nice and light and I'm going to give my mate a ring. And then what we're going to do is just take it down. I'm going to drain it into a barrel, and then we've literally got to walk it around out here, outside, swap it. Obviously it's got to be twisted right the way around now and fitted against that wall there. And then we're going to put a couple of braces to fix that all to it. I've got that curtain over the door there, guys, to keep down the glare when I'm filming. That's what that's there for. So yes, we're all done now. Near enough. And what I can do then is I can put some hinges on here, put some more shelves across there as well, and we'll have nice shelves there and put all our test kits in, and make some use out of the storage, because this is only a 7-foot wide shed, so there's a lot in here for the size of it. And then we can get a nice little series of tanks there on the build all the way down there, and all I'm going to do is spin around and I can have a look at the fish this side as well, which will be nice. Brilliant stuff. And it's gone, guys. It's over here now, look at that. I sorted it out, my friend came round and we shifted it over, so it's all done. I've got some nice little shelves down there now to put all my stuff on, as you can see. Put that nice little separator there, nice little cross piece in, keep it all nice and straight. Keep the strength there. Everybody's still happy swimming around. All the plex are a little bit spooked, as are a lot of the other guys. Now when I shifted this around, it's such a small room in here, we had to actually put it in. If I can just go back a bit, we actually had to put it, we had to take it off. I'm wrecking the place now. We had to take it off of there, but we couldn't manoeuvre it around that way, and we couldn't go outside because of the width of the tank. And obviously it was very heavy, obviously with the media in there still, and some of the water. And it was a bit of a struggle, so what we've done is we just literally shifted one corner onto the edge. My good mate Scott from next door, bless him, give me a hand, and then we shifted it over, and it's a fine job now. Got all the wire in there, just temporarily put up there for now, heater and the light switch there, and the under gravel heating and all that sort of stuff. Just thrown a few bits on my shelves for the time being, which has cleared it all off the top of my laser printer there and cutter. So now we have a very large space, and it actually looks quite nice now looking down through there like that. Got a lot more room now, a lot more builds we can do, different things. I've been thinking about doing something along here. Gonna have to paint it up first, not sure what I'm going to do with that blank space there at the back. Any suggestions, stick it in the comment section below please, that would be most appreciated. So yeah, we got loads of space there now to do stuff. Look at it all. I don't know what to do with myself. I've got millions of ideas running through my head of what we can do. I'm thinking about building a couple of more of these tanks to get another series of little plecos coming. So this week sometime we'll be getting those 10 plecos in the post, if all goes well. But I like these little tanks, I must admit. My goodness, look at that, all the plecos there, all the babies are racing up the side of the wall. It looks like they're on a starting grid, ready to start their engines and go flying up there and graze away on all that algae which is growing on the side there, which I've left on the sides because of they feed on it and it's really good for them. So we've also put some cucumber in there. Dad's just out there cleaning out his cave again. Be another probably a couple of weeks and I'll move all these babies out into another tank, and then we'll let them go again. That's all looking nice. Little yellow sakuras buzzing around in there, heavily buried, some of them. which are nice. Jack's hiding somewhere. I can see you. He always hides and looks at me through the top of the weed. Look, there he is. Yeah, we can see you. We can see you. All the koi are having fun out in the sunshine today outside. Having a nice little sunbathe. Brilliant stuff. Anyway, look, we've got all this space now, which is fantastic stuff. I've left the water low for now because we've had to put it back to front. As you can see, all the roots now coming down. So what I'm going to have to do now is go in there very carefully. I'm going to take all the plants out and reset this aquarium up. And we're going to give it a little bit more of a different look, I think. Get some nicer plants in there, some bigger plants, and really green it up a bit before we fill it up and do another water change. Now that'll be quite good actually, because it will bring this rain effect now that you can see coming down from the spray bar along the top, and that drop in water will encourage those plecos to breed as well. So once we've swapped it all around, if they're not too stressed, I'll do it very carefully. We might get a little clutch of eggs from those, which will be nice. And I've left the wooden background. I took that frosted background off, and I've just got the wooden slats at the back. I think it looks quite funky like that, so I think I'll leave it at that. If not, it is just a little bit away from the wall, so I can put some black background on there or something later on if I decide to change my mind on the look of it. But it needs some root tabs in amongst the soil to get some nutrition back in that soil, and then we'll put some big old plants in there, I think, and make it and change it up a bit. Bit of silicone there where I stuck a couple of the rocks to the other side, but we can scrape those off. There's a little male pleco there hiding behind the rock and the sponge filter there. All the shrimps are playing around, all looking happy. We've disturbed a lot of substrate and things today doing this move, so they're all happily and busy feeding away. Anyway guys, it's looking a little bit smarter here now. Plenty of workspace to be getting on with. Like I say, any ideas for that back wall there, what I can do with that to smarten it up, drop it in the comment section below. And I think next time we're going to be scaping the big bench tank here. We'll give it a different look, smarten things up, and take it to another level, I think. Anyway guys, as always, you're all stars. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next edition of Marks Aquatics. Take care, bye for now.
Just me and my guitar.